Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to Good Morning Bouncing. My name is Susan Churchill, and I am a certified trainer with Spring Forest Qigong. Every day I like to have a word or intention for our practice and our day. And so today is enjoyment. So let's just enjoy our time together and our own practice. And for those that are new, I will uh, teach you, lead you as we go. And for those that are here all the time or a lot of the time, thank you, thank you, thank you. And remember to do your practice. So if what I'm doing, um, I move ahead and you're not ready, then of course follow your instincts, follow your chi. Okay? All right, here we go. So our word is enjoyment. And we're going to start with our bouncing like we always do. So feet, shoulder, hip distance apart. Bend your knees a little bit. Elbows come a little bit away from your body. And you want to make sure there's some space between your fingers. Tuck your chin in a little bit. Your spine's getting nice and straight and aligned. Touch the tip of the tongue to the roof of the mouth behind the front teeth. And feel the connection that you make between heaven and earth. So the earth coming up through the bottom of your feet and the chi, love from the heavens, from the universe, coming down through the top of your head and feeling beams of light coming through you and on you to the earth and back. And feeling that way, say good morning to your lower dantian, your vitality center. Good morning to your middle dantian. Good morning to your upper dantian. Hi, Maria. Good morning to you. Oh, wait, no, it's Martha. Hi, Martha. Sorry. And we'll thank you for coming and joining us today. Let's bounce from our knees. Breathe in through the nose, breathe out through the mouth. Let your out breath, especially the first so many, however many it happens, to be long, 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 even 2 or 3 times or more the length of your in breath. And then patiently wait until your body breathes in for you again. This is a very quick and effective way to bring you back to center. And then we'll take our hands over our heads for 5 minutes of bouncing with our hands up over our head to lift to 100. So bouncing helps to bring the vibration in to wake up our life force. We call it chi. Good morning, Pat. When we focus on our breathing, that brings our mind back into the body. So we're focusing on our body by bouncing. So the mind's like, oh, what's going on? And then the breathing. So when we bring our focus there, then the mind's paying attention. And it doesn't have as much freedom to run around the universe and just be like, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? And thinking, oh, what am I doing today? What am I doing tomorrow? What did I do yesterday? Hi, Susan. Close your eyes if you can while you're bouncing. We're keeping our feet flat on the ground and just using the knees to bounce. We're letting our hands just flap at the wrists. Hi, Dorothy. So today is enjoyment. That's the intention I'm bringing in. Add all your intentions in. So maybe you're seeing yellow light Yellow seems very enjoyable to me. And of course, the word joy, that goes with our heart, so that's pinks and reds. Or maybe you're seeing purples or greens. What kind of color makes you feel enjoyment? Bring that in. Wear clothes that make you feel happy today and every day. Hi, Isabel. Continue to breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth, touching the tip of the tongue to the roof of the mouth. That's connecting our front and back main energy channels. And the chi flows at 100,000 times the speed of light. I know, I can't even imagine what that is. And so having these two channels clear and connected, I mean, first of all, we're connecting them, obviously, with touching our tongue to the tip of the tongue to the roof of the mouth. Then that chi can flow through these two main energy channels. They connect at the roof of the mouth. So that's why we do that. And then the bouncing brings a vibration deep within to wake up every part of your body. And you can think of breathing through every cell, like every pore of your skin, like it's coming through every pore and into every cell, which means it's into every tissue and every organ. And you're bringing that light and love and vitality with the oxygen that comes in to feed and help repair all of our cells. And think of yourself just in perfect order. Visualize it, picture it. Even when you are convinced that that's not the case, you got a backache or whatever, cramps, and do your best to be grateful and breathe through things. And just let yourself, your chi wake up and move, because as the chi is moving, it's going to help to open up any blockages. And their chi blockages, it's the same. So energy is energy, it's not, or chi is chi, and there isn't good chi or bad chi, just extra that's in your body for some reason. Let's take our hands down to our sides, and then we'll go side to side, open, open, open. All blockages gone, completely healed, completely healed. And enjoy that twisting and enjoy that you can move. And maybe you check and see, hey, I wonder how far. And you might open your eyes and see how far you're going around. And trying to, you can compare or observe, but trying not to do the judgment of, well, this is good today. Yesterday was bad. I know. It's hard to do. All right, we're going to continue with our active exercises with the wonderful shoulder shrugs, shrugging those shoulders. Just bring them up to your ears, head back, scrunch back. I'm so grateful for the experience of a concussion so I could start doing this. It probably wouldn't have been urgent for me to do it. Release your shoulders down. If that hadn't happened. And then someone mentioned it on Healing Connection. And then Master Lin said, do shoulder shrugs. Bring your shoulders up to your ears. Scrunch your head back right onto the shoulders. A little bit of scrunching. Not too hard, but a little bit. And that will drive the spinal fluid up the spine to bathe the brain, to help your brain have what it needs to recover. So we can't always know why we have experiences, but we can be open to that there's something good that we're going to learn from it. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Tap your cheekbones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Send beautiful yellow light in. And just send in that enjoyment. And come to the beginning of the eyebrows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Send in beautiful dark blue light. And send in enjoyment. Remember how we were touching the tip of the tongue to the roof of the mouth to connect the front and back main energy channels. That's what we were just clearing with tapping here and here. So cup the top of your head, but consider that you do that when you wake up. You do it when you go to bed. You do it when you just feel yucky. To open up those channels, to get the chi flowing. When the chi is able to flow unimpeded in the two main energy channels, it's feeding unimpeded all the other energy channels in the body. Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right, let's say hello to our kidneys. Rub with the backs of your hands and your palms. Tap your tailbone. Tap your hips. So we're not on the bone, we're back a little bit, and you'll feel a little dimple there. That's where you're going. And come down to the knees. Let's cut both sides of our left knee, front and back, right knee, front and back. And then finish off, if you're not pregnant, with heel drops coming up on the toes, down on the heels. And you can do it very gently. And just feel all the weight from your shoulders just breaks up and falls down in the earth. And the earth is like, cool, I can handle that. No problem. Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right. So let's get started. That was the active exercises. Our chi's awake. We're feeling very alive, so I hope you could breathe in and feel very alive. We're going to switch our breathing now to in and out through the nose, if that works for you. Now remember, Spring Forest Qigong is good, better, best. So you do, I try to show you the best to my ability, and you do the best to your ability. So anything you can't do physically, use your visualization, your imagination. And what's most important is to feel it, okay? Very good. So feet are shoulder or hip distance apart, and you bend your knees. Feel that connection to the earth coming up through your whole body, out to the universe and back. The shoulders just melt down, the elbows come out. We intentionally stretch our fingers and our toes to stimulate 12 meridians, 6 starting in the hands and 6 in the feet. And then release, having the hands gently curved, fingers still separated, and like you're holding a little energy ball. And you might be able to feel that, or you may feel tingling at the tips of your toes and your fingers. You can still grasp the floor with your toes gently throughout the practice. And then just go to your physical body and allow it to balance. So you might check your feet. Like today I'm leaning back a little bit, so I'm going to invite balance and come back to center. Feel that. And once you feel pretty good, that way your spine's nice and straight, you might tuck your tailbone in a little bit and out and see what feels good there. Your chin's tucked in, the tip of the tongue's touching the roof of the mouth, which makes, this little joyous bubble come up, and you bring a beautiful smile on your face. SMILE stands for Start My Internal Love Engine. And now let's focus on our chi, our life force with our body, in our body, and the chi field, which is as far as our chi reaches outside of our body. And just have the intention of being able to feel it. Now, some of you may be able to feel it, some may not yet. Whether you do or not, it's still there. Okay, it's all good. But as you become more sensitive, um, that'll be easier actually for you. So you keep practicing. Remember, it's a practice. Like they say, it's a practice, not a perfect. And let's just focus on the left side of our body and see if we can feel our life force. Maybe it's moving around as a wave or swirling, or you just feel some tingling. And then we'll focus on the right side of our body and feel what that feels like. Maybe the same, maybe different. Maybe one you feel more than the other side. And then in the center, you're just going to invite balance between both sides. The bottom of your body and the top of your body. And that's divided by our diaphragm. Master Lin says a lot of times, especially this day and age with everyone sitting so much at their desks, that blockages can form quite readily in that area, in the diaphragm. So let's go to our diaphragm, and maybe you want to see a beautiful light there, golden light or whatever color comes to you, and then just let the chi balance between the top, and the bottom of your body. And then the front of your body and the back, the same. Kind of notice and invite balance. And then we'll go all the way into the center in the most still point. Maybe put that little drop of color. Color do you want? I'm going to put purple in today. And then just let it dissipate throughout your body and your chi field. And then maybe you now can notice behind yourself or the sides where you may not have before, or the front, or above your head or below your feet. Beautiful. Now we'll use the password to connect to the highest vibration we can. Master Lin gave this to us, so use it. I am in the universe. The universe is in my body. The universe and I combine together. Connect to what you feel is most divine for you. Creator, family, the ocean, and ask for what you want. So I'm bringing in enjoyment today. I'm pouring that into the pot. So pour yours into the pot. We're supporting each other and all of these intentions. What if everyone could have a minute of enjoyment today? Everybody on this entire planet. I wonder what would happen. And then we'll move our right hand in front of our upper dantian, left hand in front of the lower dantian. This is called forming of yin and yang. Feel or see or know there is a column of light from the top of your head to the bottom of your torso. Maybe you can feel it with the palm of your hand. So we have our eyes closed as much as possible, but to your own what's possible for you. Remember, good, better, best. And if at any point you're feeling dizzy or something like that, please go sit down. When you move, when the chi is moving so fast and blockages start to open, that can cause uh, those kind of things. You can feel dizzy, you can start laughing, you can start crying, you can have pain go through an area, itching, heat, cold. So um, just to let you know, you can experience things, and but do it safely. So sit down if you need to. Awesome. We're going to take our right hand out and down as our left hand comes in and up, moving into moving of yin and yang to help the wood element, which in our body is our liver system. And we bring in happiness, green color, the spring, the sound. If you want to chant, you can chant the sound she, and it helps to release anger. So I'm going to just concentrate on this one today. Master Lin at Master of Chi, and um, in the 20 the energy of 2025 forecast, and in Healing Connections, has said that because we are in the beginning of this 20-year cycles of the fire dragon, right? That it is most important for us to bring in happiness to release anger. Anger is the fire element, like uh, moving in anger and running and fighting, but that's amplified. So situations that maybe before would not phase you, you might notice, man, I'm getting irritated over the littlest things. So bring in more happiness. Allow yourself to release that before it gets stuck in your body, causing distress of some sort. Or coming out, to someone around you as anger. And then, of course, that can uh, like a fire, right? Um, become more, and then the whole family is arguing, or the neighbors, or whatever. So, especially this month and next month, um, as well as you can, if you find yourself in some negative emotion, especially anger or hatred, do your best to counter that with either your movements, your bouncing, bringing in happy thoughts, bringing in gratitude. That's our job as practitioners of Spring Forest Qigong, because we understand stuff that maybe not everybody on this planet does. We have this gift here of understanding that what we're thinking, what we're feeling, what we're doing is making a difference, not just for ourselves, but for the whole world. So bring in that happiness. And if I had Dr. Steve Hinkie would say, um, uh, he would say, if you don't have it, bring it. And I'm like, how in the world can you bring something if you don't have it? So we can ponder that as we bring in enjoyment, because how can you? What we're learning how to do that. We move our hands slowly in this movement. We have our knees bent, our spines nice and straight. We're actually cultivating a vibration that we can feel as happiness. When we do breathing of the universe, we cultivate the feeling that we recognize as joy. When we do connecting heaven and earth, we are bringing in the vibration of peace. We're helping to manufacture it with these movements, and going slower. We can make more. So go slow, feel it, enjoy. Master Lin is going to have a mid-year blessings like we do the 7-day ones. So last year he felt it most important to do a mid-year blessing, and it was going to be in July. He's moving it up into this month of June. So if you, I will make sure that I let you know um, when I find out. I haven't found out yet when it is, but his intention is to bring it into June because he really feels that we need to bring in as much kindness, compassion, love, forgiveness in June and July to help to balance that heat, because summer's fire too, right? So you've got the fire of summer, and then the anger, and that can just, because it's amplified. So, so we're going to bring it in. And so you're part of it, and you're so important. So do the best thing you can, which is take care of yourself and your family. Smile, drink your water, go outside in nature, and 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 effortlessly, okay? So without like, okay, now we've got to march in a line or something like that. Now effortlessly allow yourself to just be happy. That's all you need to do. Be happy. Be grateful. Can you feel that? I'm like burning up with heat. That's so warm right now in my body. So maybe you're having some experience like that. All right, that's beautiful. Okay, we're going to come back to center. Hi, Martha. Yes, Martha says if we're feeling anger, hatred, instead of seeing red with those emotions, instead we can think of it as seeing joy. Wow, Martha, that's beautiful. Oh my gosh, I never would have connected that. Seeing red with those emotions, think of it as seeing joy. Oh my goodness. Thank you, thank you, thank you for that. And let's bring that in as a ball of light into our lower dantian, that wisdom that she just brought to us. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And we're going to spin it, spin it, spin it faster and faster, get smaller and brighter, smaller and brighter, smaller and brighter, until it turns into a tiny little energy pill, and you tuck it deep behind the navel. I would, you know what, Martha, I would send that to Spring Forest Qigong. What a beautiful, beautiful thing. Yes, absolutely. Send that in. All right, so here we are, lower down 10. We've got our chi cultivated. We're feeling so happy. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Rub your hands together, rub your face. Rub your ears. Let's try to rub them 9 times. The ears are so powerful. One of my friends, Leonora, who's part of Spring Forest Qigong, did a reflexology workshop, and she was just like, you can't believe how much benefit you get from your ears. So do it 9 times and just really try to get every nook and cranny of your ears. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Whew, now my ears are on fire. All right. And we'll take one more beautiful breath in, 10,000 hands coming out of our body as we accept the gifts of the universe for enjoyment and everything everyone put in, and just making it so easy. I want to ask the universe to drop in for gifts for all of us, to make it so easy to be happy in June and July and cultivate uh, those feelings and to share them with others. And we say, thank you, thank you, thank you. I send you many, many blessings and look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. Thank you again for all being here. And thank you, Martha, for that beautiful wisdom.